Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Marsh coming to you over the interwaves with another StarCraft game. This one taken from our castit, where you can link your replays and have them cast by streamers and casters from the community. Today we have a TVP between two master players. On this side we have the blue Protoss Celphi, and on this side we have the red Terran really. So Thea. Hello Thea. A Theopotist? A Theopotist. Thea. Anyway. Both players starting fairly standard with the... Oh, well, as I say that, the Terran gets a second refinery with a barracks on the one hand side and the gateway on the other, other side. Looks like this isn't a wall up, which is a little bit of a mistake. But other than that, the... Interesting. The Aras... is thwarted. Now, Theo, aware of the power of the mothership rush, the 3-pilot mothership rush, therefore pulls his 5 SCVs to block it, and that is quite the bluff on the side of Celphi, as there is in fact no mothership core making its way across. Now, this hole should still be there, so Theo didn't catch this, but he does catch that as himself, his opponent is not expanding. What do you have on this side? We have 2 gateways. Now let's see what he does with this. If he throws down any additional tech. No, he's got his money saved for his first expansion, and Theo isn't doing that yet. He did get a tick lap for concussive shells, so most likely see some marauder aggression, combined with perhaps Hellions from this. Hellions for light units, and then marauders for the armored units, or not. I'm not familiar with this build, not being a Terran player myself. I'm more akin to this guy over here. I would be having a Robo Bay out by now. Oh, okay, cool. The excuse me, the upgrade for the Cyclone, which increases the damage by 400. Cool. Deals 400 damage. Wait, what is it now? I'll have to see what it is now. I think it's 400 increase. Scouting barracks. Alright, so where's your lock on? 400, and this is an additional 400. Huh. And we're sending SC... Okay. Meanwhile, on this side we have a Marauder used for scouting, because it is doing bugger all against 4 Adepts. And the 4 Adepts now heading over to see what they can achieve. I'm not entirely sure. Theo's sending his SCVs back. Maybe it was a mistake, which seems unlikely. There's still one here, okay. But using the the Cyclone's maneuverability in order to pick up a couple of the Adepts. Now we have 2 of them. Oh, and doesn't catch the Adept. The Adept transfers out. In the meantime, at the back of this we have a Twilight Council coming out. So we might be getting the Resonating Glaives, or judging by his unit composition, that's what I would go for. And a 3rd Cyclone walks right into the hands of the waiting Adept. Where are the other 2? The other 2 can come and help now if they want, or if they don't want to, they can do that as well. And he manages to save this Cyclone. So now we have 3 Cyclones versus nothing. 1 Adept on one side, and of course the Mothership Core with the Photonova Charge, which isn't nearly as good as it used to be. but still should be, well, if he can keep the vision with the barracks, which is what it's here for, should be able to snipe the pylon from the low ground. But Celphi is warding off this barracks. In the meantime, there's no expansion yet on the way, and he has stopped with his cyclones halfway in the field. That means that this barracks is being driven off, which is his high ground vision, and the repairing SCV was picked off as well. So Thea's even, just managed to get that expansion down, but is forced to be cancelled anyway. So anyway, Thea's aggression quite a bit blunted, although he does manage to do this quite nicely. Now with no, very nice, no high ground vision, which was supplied by these barracks, by this one barrack which got shot down, this is kind of over. Celphi can just retreat to the high ground whenever he wants. Going for blink. Okay, should be able to close the distance or run away from the cyclones when he wants to. And there's a free SCV for him down here if he wants it, but he doesn't know that. So how are we doing on upgrades? Well, we've got 2 forges coming up for Celphi, but no, and 2 engineering's down. Excuse me. For Thea even, but there's nothing happening there. He's pumping his additional gas into the combat shields and the stim pack, preparing for the bio transition. Using this blink nicely to pick up an SCV, but he does pay for that with an adept. Oh wow. Well, they cost a lot more money, and well, or they cost a lot more money. It costs a lot more energy, so it's now. Ooh, that would have been a nice free pickup. But it does more damage now, so that does shred through the cyclone quite rapidly. Now, third base on the way for Celphi, and nothing in such a way for Thea. Not using those engineering bays either. Ah, there goes the third base. So that's Celphi's quite a bit ahead of that. Also way ahead in harvesters. Now, as often quoted, the Terran does have mules, but mules are not that good. I mean, they're good, but that good? No. So with, let's do this one. With an army supply lead of 10. Celphi goes over and checks that there's no third bases and puts up 1 for scouting, which is going to get horribly, horribly murdered. But with his opponent on 2 bases, there's no need for him to push out. And Theo finally remembers to put his upgrades in play. Oh wow, those are... looks like Celphi actually overmade a few probes, or he's going to have to expand. The third base on Prion Terraces. I'm just thinking, because completely unrelated, I was watching Base Raid TV yesterday and they updated Prion Terraces, which means that right now the natural base on the ladder also is a gold, has gold mineral patches, and if I'm not mistaken, the Vespine gas, the 2 Vespine gases are here instead. Oh. In the meantime, Celphi denying the Theo taking his 3rd place and getting away completely unharmed. Takes some shield damage, takes some HP damage on a stalker, but well worth it. And there goes that 4th base. Is he still making probes? No, he is not. But the armor supply is now equal. 2-2 on the way for Celphi. 1-1 not yet there. Excuse me. For Theo. And Celphi setting up in a defensive posture. Ooh. Timing out exactly how long between the tank drop and the tank firing is still something I don't fully know. Now if there was a photon overcharge here, this would be absolutely lovely on Celphi's point. However, there isn't. I'm not sure where the mothership core is, but it does seem to be not barely enough. Where is that thing? Why are you not overcharging? Zealot's pretty good, but with the charge not there yet, it's not as good as it could be. Celphi saving his stalkers. But Theo hasn't tried to rebuild a third yet, meaning that he's kind of all in. He has to make this work. And with a current army supply lead, he could, or it would be a lot easier. There we go. Well, that on the other hand was fairly wasted. We get some vision. Yep, there we go. Bring it back. Charge still isn't there. How close is charge? 4 seconds. Oh, wow. Well, taking care of that tank was what he really needed to do, so there you go. And now with charge there, this should be a lot better for the Zealot engage. Thing is, ooh, well, this is all he needs to do. This is all he needs to do. He needs to send in Zealots and kill stuff with it, and in the meantime save his stalkers while maintaining an income lead of, what is his income? More. His income is more. That's what it comes down to. Not oversaturated. Well, a little bit oversaturated here. Could do with transferring some, but with this main going down to his third, Theo really is still pushing up, but doesn't really. Oh well, there you go. Put his third down, can call down some mules, but the majority of, as they say, the boys are being pulled. How much energy does he have still? Not enough for another photon overcharge. Good. So that means that Theo has one chance to win this. And if these SCVs get stutter stepped by the Protoss, which he doesn't, he just retreats. Nope, pulling his own probes in answer. Oh, and losing the medevacs could be a lot, although they're empty of energy, so that means that this is a fight which Celphi can only pretty much win. With 2-2 against 1-1, with an Archon, with an Immortal, and an income, there was no way that Theo, or Atiopatist, I'm sorry, really I am, had any chance of winning this. And GG, and Celphi wins it.